Greetings everybody, it's Red Hunter. Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. So in between episodes, I went and re-equipped everybody's items. We'll talk about them when I use them. I don't think anybody leveled up. Let's find out. Actually, probably a few people leveled up like Iron Bull. Alright. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to look at everybody's equipped abilities to make sure that I have all of the abilities that I want. I don't want any situations like I had with the main character. Alright, so we've got we've got everything we need here. So let's go. Our choices are that continue to go this way, or to continue to pick up reverse skills. And I think I may pick up reverse skills. So we've already picked up. I think we picked up. Yeah, we have. We picked up Painbringer, which is fine. And we have an opening for something. I apologize. I'm figuring out which path I want to go down first. His ability is absolutely his ability is good, but he's not. I'm not sure that like I use his focus abilities. Okay, so we get damage bonuses for weakened health. All right, or all right. I think we want to go this way. I think we're going to go Ferber because damage bonus for dead enemies. This we definitely want, and so is this. And this is fine. Losing health, absolutely fine, as long as we keep guard up. And that's the interesting bonus. That's the interesting thing with Reaper is that we can let his health drop, or actually what we do. I think the safe way to do it, maybe not as effective damage wise, but the safe way to do it is build guard and then activate effects that destroy your own health, and you have your guard up, so you're good to go. I don't want enemies fleeing in panic, so we're gonna go Ferber. Alright, that's cool. Alright, that's all good, all good, all good there. Let's go back. So, we're gonna go up. So Varric has points to spend. Varric, why do you not have Artificer up yet? Damn, Varric. I still think I gotta hold his points, although it makes him a lot less useful. You know, for now, I think what we do is we have to do an archery that we need. Probably not that much. Enemies hit by are knocked unconscious. Or what? Enemies hit by full draw are immobilized. Yeah, I'd rather they be immobilized. And then, rolling draw, you can use momentum to do a stronger draw as you leap back to your feet. Your next attack, whenever you make, will knock down its target. Imagine, like, knocking a dragon down. I like... I want to do that. We'll apply both of those. And for the moment, do we not have poisoned weapons? Actually, the way we want to do this is... I think we don't care at all about that. This is an interesting combination because if you hook and tackle an enemy, your attacks cannot miss. Well, I mean, you're essentially right on top of them, so... But it's not what we want to do. We're going to go ahead and poison weapons, and then... Leeching, poisoned. I'd rather do... If he's got to sit here and gain health... Yeah, we'll do that. And again, he'll be completely respect and everything once he unlocks his specialization. I have no idea why the hell he hasn't yet. But he has not. Alright, speaking of specializations... Shadowstone, weakening and staggering nearby enemies, or what? No, I do want to stay in Rift Mage, but against enemies of guard, like dragons and shit. I think that's better. And yeah, we're fine. Vivian's got lots and lots and lots of points to spend. So, we're going to give Vivian threat reduction, because that's important. We're going to make barriers. Elegant defense is important. She still doesn't have her ability, so we're going to continue to spec her into... No, what are the enemies? Yeah, you gotta pick one or the other. What's static cage? Electric damage, 50% weapon damage. Okay. So, they all have upgraded staff, and some of them have upgraded armor. She's got a very nice staff, so I'm not unhappy with 50% weapon damage, but... Sorry. Let's see what the other upgrade is. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can cage people. We'll apply this because I really don't want to know Mind Blast, or do I? I think setting her up to be able to revive people is fine. Oh, alright, fine. Again, some of these people will get respect. Cole's got 10 points to learn because he's got an assassin build. Alright, Cole, what do you need? How far down this tree do we go? I don't think we pick up I don't think we pick these up, but this one, Bloody Prey, is interesting. Enough to learn it, actually. Let's go here. Why haven't you learned your assassins? I don't. Some of these people really, really need to pick up their skills. And we're just gonna have to respec. I think clinging shadows is the one we want to do. We want to pick up flanking shadows. We want to pick up evasion. And I think the way we do this is we're going to go into evade. You now move directly through the shadows to attack. I think we shadow step. And then we go ahead and do this. Shadow strike. If you strike an enemy that did not have you targeted, you regain stamina. Alright. Oh, you can use Strato strike against ranged targets. I think. Alright, and then we want to go probably poisoned weapons. No, wait. Wait. Yeah, I do. Cole should have. I did pick up poison weapons, damn it. Alright, I really wanted to go caltrops and then looked like it hurt. But, actually, what we can do is ambush. No. Yeah, we'll apply. That's fine. We're going to respec everything, so it doesn't really matter. Blackwall has points to spend. Have we picked up all of your stuff? We have. I guess is there any reason not to pick up Counter-Strike? I guess. They won't use, as far as I know, they won't use the abilities without me telling them to, so it's fine to map them. Dorian has his Necromancer ability suspend, but I think we don't want Wall of Fire. Okay. We do want to work on the Necromancy stuff. You haste the party, which is pretty good. But I think we're gonna do Despair. Okay, she has her abilities. So what we want to do is we want to ignore Flask of Frost for now, because the one we want to get down here. Yeah, so we want to ride the storm. We want Flask of Lightning. And I think we're Thunderstrucking. Yeah, I think we're Thunderstrucking. So now we can chain effects with Tempest, which is really good. I thought for sure I had applied that. Sorry about that. Alright. Cassandra's got a point to spend. What we're going to do is does more damage to demons and leaves enemies stunned longer. Or you heal for each enemy you strike with Wrath of Heaven. That's pretty good. That's really good for health. But I still think, like, I still think the damage bonus is better. Alright. So that's that. We'll save. Let's go ahead and go to the Underloft to...
What's the chant say about this? I never paid attention.
We need to sit in judgment. Okay. We've got a lot to do in Skyhold. Whereas, come here, Mr. Golden Nug. Where'd you go?
Where's my other hand? Right there.
Did I walk past the Golden Nug? Oh, for the love of God, where is it? Let's, first off, not tent armor. Let's buy sell. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over to sell. And we have all this stuff that we can sell. And so that'll help. Huh. It felt like, and maybe I'm just completely missing it. We'll worry about modifying. I will modify weapons and armor probably off screen. I guess I am missing it. Alright then. Or there was an issue previously with me signing in. Like I couldn't, it wouldn't let me. There's Hard and Hightown. Alright. So I'm wondering if maybe that's it. I'll figure that out in between episodes. Let's go ahead and go sit in judgment, and then we'll talk to our companions.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and... Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian. Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
There is worth and weight in every judgment, no matter how unusual.
This is...
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
Fine, let's get it over with.
Grand Duchess Florian de Chalon, guilty. Your claims are forfeit. I assume, Josephine, this is enough?
Quite, Inquisitor. And again, my apologies.
Oh, that was fun. We just judged a box. So we have some companions that are probably not happy with us right now because of... And we should deal with the fallout of that, but it's been too long since we've summoned the War Council.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We have the military might of Orlais behind us. Emperor Gaspard will send support on request.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Then there'll be easier
That's
targets.
what we want. Demoralized soldiers fall first. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Delphus, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
We'll keep them there.
They've terrorized Thetis long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Excuse me, I'm still recovering
This
from being sick.
is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
Corypheus wants this, and you brought it into my castle?
If the Darkspawn could breach these walls, would he not have already come for you? I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Okay. I just wanted to do some quests, and I guess we'll do more plot. Was hoping to do more side stuff. And we will. We definitely will.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
A useful trick.
For one who knows the way, certainly. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key?
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I had a safe place to raise my son. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
Alright.
Corypheus wants to come here?
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Cool. Although why why she couldn't show the entire council that, I don't know, but alright. I guess they didn't want to not animate's the wrong word. I guess they didn't want to do the cutscene for that. Well then.
Inquisitor? Inquisitor?
Okay.
Fertile ground, even here. This hold has everything.
Let's fast travel. Oh, wait. Just because I don't want to go around yet. That's not what I wanted. I guess while we're here, we should turn in our research. Somewhere here. There's probably a ton of research to turn in. No? No more? Alright.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. An empress dead, her replacement in your pocket.
A charming fellow, though still a bit of a thug. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Happy to oblige. A taste of home, just for you.
Not just for me. Fun for the whole family.
Perhaps I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. Fascinating.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
Some more than others.
Some people have superior taste. What was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
I'm getting the impression you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
It just seems so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care. Deeply. About everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
I'm wondering if the Imperium would be a useful ally.
I'd think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't, of course. At least, not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous cultists. Secretly, many Magisters will rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the better.
It would be in the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
I think the Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a long time ago. We've been fighting the Qunari for what? 200 years off and on? It's a point of pride that we go it alone. They'll sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, "You've had it easy for far too long."
Let's
Excuse
not
me.
forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
We're not part of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
You think that matters? Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far more frightened what you'll do if you succeed.
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
I find it strange that your mages don't rule anything at all. Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules. That magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
Aha.
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
All right.
What is the Magisterium, exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All mages now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
If you're not a Magister, then what do you call? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later, lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule, then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically, the potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars, at best.
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing?
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
But let me ask you something else.
Of course.
That's it.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
All right. We just unlocked a bunch of stuff. Cool. Cool. Let's talk to him.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
You miss court intrigue. When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course. An elven apostate is rarely invited to speak with empresses and kings. But from the Fade, I have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Gaspard should be a steadfast ally, especially after delivering him both Celine and Briala.
Am I sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala?
No. Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
I agree.
Nor should you. You're not defined by the shape of your ears. They're not your people.
No, they are not. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Brialla did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
She was short-sighted.
Brialla had a perfect plan, if you wanted everyone to kill each other. I'm trying to avoid that. She could have focused on actual threats.
Easy to say. Harder to remember when few people can see you, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
True. Nope. The way out, I think this takes me to the main hall. Yeah.
Committed bachelor, I hear.
You've gathered
Shit.
quite the collection.
I
Wonder
know.
how many are in
Away
this.
with words.
Shame.
This is not the right one. Why the hell am I? Ah, it's over here. Right? No. Somehow I got turned around. But yeah, I'm gonna investigate the whole golden nug thing. What's
She
going on?
did what to the Duc de Freyen? He's demanding an explanation. And a new stateroom. Give him a room on the other wing. I will speak to him. And Sarah.
Let's talk to her.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
No, I should think not. I must confess, when Celine was killed, my first reaction wasn't sorrow. It was disappointment. How could the Empress of Orlais be taken in by the Duchess's plot?
Celine sacrificed her safety to her politics.
The blade at her back certainly proved sharper than the knives at her throat. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Playing the game was thrilling. We did just make history.
With Celine gone, I don't know if it will be for the better or the worse.
I'm not worried about
Although
it.
I do wish Varric would show a bit more restraint in his accounts of the evening.
Alright. Let us go. Okay, let's pick up some Inquisition. I think. What I want is I could gain a combat ability point. That'd be cool. But let's how many points do we have in this category? Not a lot. Let's pick up Ford. Yeah, let's pick up forward scouts to identify additional landmarks and points of interest on the maps of every area. We wanna. We're gonna go ahead and.
The city has agreed to send us 5 dozen guardsmen.
Not raw recruits. Well, with luck, they'll know which end to grip a sword by.
Alright. Alright, so we pick up some influence. Hey, we got some stuff. Alright, what I want to do is we want to spend some power, but what we want to make sure we do is go find... We probably want to pick up a judgment. And next thing, Kirkwall is available. I mean, I gotta be honest, I gotta side with Aveline on this, but I don't wanna do this just yet, mainly because I wanna keep everybody available for Disaster in the Deep Roads, huh? Alright. Dwarven Slades and Venatari Hands, not gonna happen. Sorry. Where is...
Inquisitor?
So... I want to take a look at what we have to do to get this, going. Let's go and look at this journal. Alright, but how do we order a march? Is there someone we need to talk to first? It should be an operation. Did I?
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
I think confronting the mages is a good idea, but... Where is... Not gather herbs, no. Let's do that. New area unlocked. We don't want to go not yet, but we...
Are the soldiers ready?
As ready as they can be. We're asking a lot of them.
Let's do this.
All right.
Gather a source of... Wait, we need to do this.
Let's see what we have.
Because we did this. And everyone's taken, right? Everyone's busy. Okay, good. So that's 19 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll go to the Storm Coast. Let's actually go do that. Let's go do Cassandra's quest.
Any stories?
Oh, plenty.
Well, while we're here, let's
No
talk to
worries.
Varric.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Your name is Bianca?
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
It is a pleasure.
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. But not much scares off the Carta, does it? You probably don't bat an eye.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a deep roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
You can get there from Orlais? It's a long way to the Free Marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any tide using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the deep roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Okay.
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this, disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
I can't be bigger than myself. What am I to you?
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Whatever I am to Thetis, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
No, I think.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
About that lead of yours, Varric.
Sure. The sooner we take care of it, the better.
Do you think this lead of hers is real?
Bianca's too much of a researcher to pass me information without verifying it first. But if you're asking whether she'd lie to us, maybe set us up, it's possible. Not likely, though. She risked the wrath of the Guild coming in person. A message would have sufficed. Whatever she found in that entrance shook her up. That worries me.
Alright.
Another...
Exciting, isn't it? Succession and the opportunity it brings in the halls of power.
So, those things.
I guess since we're out here, we might as well talk to some people.
But the ascension of Jasper
Hey, you.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
What's going on now?
I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
I think you'd be perfect.
I think you'd make an excellent divine.
Truly? I never look good in hats. Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars. This cannot be what they intended when it all began.
It never is.
The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
If you're concerned, then make it better.
Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Your determination is admirable.
Some men would call it an unattractive trait.
I'm not those men. You're not the only candidate. What about Liliana?
Liliana says she wishes to follow Justinian's legacy. But she and I remember a different person. Justinian knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Liliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
What would you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Okay. So, we're gonna talk to a bunch of people. And
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Inquisitor.
we've already had this. Wanna go? This is not the tavern. This is the no, this is the tavern.
Would that I could.
Of course.
Hey, Iron Bull, let's talk.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I don't know. There were mitigating factors.
Agents sowing dissent and muddying the waters.
That's just it. Orlais is so vulnerable. If you killed everyone in the Triumvirate, the Qun would survive unchanged. I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people who care about nothing else.
And yet it works. Wow.
Ah, you've been training. You're really making the most out of that armor. I focus more on offense myself. Only so much defense I can do, right? I'm quite big. It's not like they're gonna miss me. What about you? What made you decide to turtle up?
I want to take the hardest blow an enemy can land, look him in the eye, and laugh.
Ha! Nice. And while you do that, I can move in on the flank and hamstring him. Killing an enemy is good, but embarrassing him first is even better. Anyway, did you need anything, or just come by to talk shop?
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship, I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
I can think of worse places to go with Crimicius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or did they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Wait, are you? I didn't realize.
You didn't. Well, great. Now we can all talk about it.
In Kunadar, Krem would be an Akunathlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Krem. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the charges, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you really don't.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain, something like that.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
So how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
I really like this group.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Got a good company, Bull.
We do all right.
Man can beat the Chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with those cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
Okay, cool.
Have you seen otherwise?
True enough.
Let's go talk to Sarah, because she's probably a little upset. I think.
One for the Empress, for Gaspard, Brianna, the Duchess, and Corypheus, right in the dangle bag.
All right, you're clearly annoyed. What can I do?
You're doing fine. It's the dead piled up in Halam Shiral that's nagging at me. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? And a total arse, too. I thought Gaspard was tired of that game, but he settled in real easy. Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. Want to stop a party, I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress. That and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
Good idea. Good plan. Don't be idiots. Alright, so... let's actually use the world map to go travel. We're definitely going to do a lot of these side stuff, a lot of these side quests, because what I want to do is I want to get up. So right now, some of the companions are not like Cole, Blackwell. Some of the people probably not too happy with me. Although I've made Blackwell pretty happy throughout the game. Cole definitely is probably like fucking furious though, and that's okay. I mean, because you can't. Not everyone is going to agree with you. Well, I'm trying to play a more practical game here, but I want to get everybody's side quests and big quests done. Also, see what it unlocks, keep them happy, yada yada yada. See what impact that has on the end game. We've got a long way to go. We haven't even jumped in any of the DLC yet. Let's bring him. Something like this. Let's bring a mage with us for once, because we don't... Also, we're going to kill more dragons. There's a lot of stuff we're going to do. Cole is a little probably upset with me. We'll have to track him down. Not good. I've got all my... Let me make sure... What? You don't... Are you... Fine. Heal. But we've got all of your abilities. You don't have a shield bash, but you're good. Yeah. Alright. We did. We went through everybody and made sure. There's nothing of interest over here.
Care Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here.
Why?
Baron Lauren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
Might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within.
Yeah, we're gonna work through side quests. There's something to loot. So, do we go for the direct approach? Or... I knew there was stuff to loot up here. I guess we're gonna go into the side doors. Hello. Whoa. Oh, there are no more enemies. Okay, well. At least not right now. Come on, fools. Hello, friends.
Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
They're death cultists.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Cultists. Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, yeah, there's nothing in here. Imagine a world where you weren't making your own custom weapons and you'd be stuck with this stuff. I mean, not that some of these, like, we've had some weapons that are quite good, don't get me wrong. Like, we found some weapons that are quite good is what I'm saying. Killed, looted, other stuff, but... Hello, Dead Seekers.
A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promises will pay for this.
Yes, yes, they always will. That's an endless void. There's nothing over there. Hello, friends. Oh my god, I walked right... Do so much more damage with my actual abilities. We have some more operations available. Cool. Find the courtyard key, apparently.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Magister Calpurnia, leader of the Venatori. Does Corypheus not realize the Promises want the world to end? What use are they to him?
Corypheus will probably betray them before they get their chance.
But after he gets what he needs out of them. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to Red Lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to Red Lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
You sound worried.
I am. The Seekers are my family.
Alright. We gotcha. Okay, so there's nothing of value over here. But what about up here? It seems like... seems like this is probably the correct way to go. So let's go the other way. Sack over here. More resources. Give me all of the resources, please. Thank you. All the items. Alright, now we can go upwards. I realize the last few episodes also have been plot heavy. We're going to try to get more into the action. Oh shit! You're supposed to do what I want. There we go. That's all of you dead. Piece of cake. Everyone's at full guard. Order the fiery promise. Alright. There's nothing else over here. Let's continue. Which way? Let's go left. Because left is the right way. case, let's go right. Is it a horrible thing if we miss out on any of this stuff? Probably not. There's honestly, other than the crafting resources have been the most useful thing. There's not like, this is it.
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
Could it have been the demon from Theronfall?
No. The demon came later.
But a demon couldn't simply take his place without anyone noticing.
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
came here.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
Right. I'm with you, my friend. We'll find them and crush them. I think this up here might be the right way, but I just have to explore every nook and cranny. That actually looks suspicious. I didn't even look at what some of that stuff was. Ow. Well. So we went right that time. Let's go left to be thorough. But I think we just were here. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, we gotta go up and over, up and around. crush the enemies. Crush them all. Should we control Cassandra for this? I feel like this is an appropriate time to control. What was the inventory? Was it accessories? I'm not really worried about. Alright. What is this? Okay. All weapons attacks deal fire damage. That's cool. 10% chance to infect. The only problem is this is nowhere near as good as this thing. This is again, and I'm not hating. I'm just. When you can craft your own weapons and armor.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
And you're the man who betrayed his own order.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help?
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing?
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Perhaps the Envy Demon's influence? Remove the Lord Seeker so it could take over the Templars?
If the Seekers had been stronger, the plan would have failed.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this Book of Secrets.
Let us go back to Skyhold. We'll play this quest out to its conclusion, and then we'll call the episode here. We'll probably also check on the on our war table, because we have quests ready. I do want to follow up with her, but I also want to follow up with the war table.
I would have been merciful with the man. He made a difficult decision.
That's because you wouldn't have had family in his way.
I was not merciful with the maker, but with the guy, but the mayor, if I remember correctly. It's been a little while. I've had some issues recently. Just leave it at that. And
I have requests for information on your lineage from a few interested parties at the Winter Palace.
Andraste, preserve me. Feel free to use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
I am not bait.
Harsh. Just look pretty.
alright. Alright. Didn't we also one of these something over here, something I thought was completed? Am I wrong?
The order was sent?
This morning.
That's what this is deal with the angry.
Let's see what we have.
Let's do that. This thing is not done. The other thing we want to do is probably the judgment.
All right.
Yeah. Alright, but let's go talk to, like I said, let's go talk to Cassandra. Yeah, well, she'll have to wait.
We don't have the strength of treaties to charge a true great war.
I will probably, depending on the situation.
Blood has soaked this place. The ground is hard. The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many...
Okay.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the Old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
Are you all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths.
Wait, it can be reversed?
It was dangerous knowledge. The shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the rite. From the beginning.
Why keep it hidden?
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. To become a Seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
What else
You
is
said
in that
there
book?
was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
We might. It would be lying to say it's impossible.
An honest answer, if not a comforting one.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave this up to her. But I'm gonna tell her, you can do anything.
If anyone can rebuild them into something worthwhile, you can.
But are they worth rebuilding?
You could make them worth it.
I will think on your words.
I just really want to leave this up to her.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
You're welcome. Okay, I found another throne. Let's go ahead and save this here. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Like I said, the next couple episodes should be a lot more action-packed. There'll be a lot less setup. Next, we're probably going to do Varric's Quest. And also potentially talk to some of our companions. I'll see you guys I'll see everybody next time. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Red Hunter out.